only. Viewer discretion advised. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe, like, and share. Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream with me, Grizzly. This is Grizzly True Crime. I'm really excited because we have a verdict. Oh my goodness. Apparently it'll be read in about half an hour, so we might have to just, wait a little bit and talk to each other, but I just couldn't wait to go live because what? Wow. At 4 p.m. Firstly, okay, let's just recap quickly. And don't worry, I'm monitoring still all the court feeds. It's going to be read at apparently 5 p.m. Eastern. Right now it's 4:31 Eastern, okay? Apparently, at around 3:15 p.m. today, the judge said that we didn't see the judge on camera at all during all of this verdict watch, which is new. I mean, we didn't see the jury ask a question either. Anyway, but the judge was apparently going to check on them at 4 o'clock and ask them, do you want to go home? Do you want to carry on? At 4 o'clock, they said, look, we need 15 more minutes, okay? After the bailiff checked on them, they said 15 more minutes. They went back at 15:15. The jury said, we need 5 more minutes. They went back again and they said, no, just five more minutes. I think that means obviously they were filling in the forms, right? Oh my goodness, so we do have a verdict and we are waiting for that to be read. I cannot wait. Obviously, we don't know what the verdict is. But I really hope it's guilty because, man, based on everything that we've seen and heard and gone over and thought about, I don't know, in my opinion, he's very guilty. He's going down. Remember that Juliana she's going to be sentenced on February 13th of 2026. It was actually supposed to be February 20th, and then they moved it to the 13th. So I'm like, okay. Welcome, Sleuth Fairy. Welcome, everyone. Go tell all your friends that we are live right now. And in fact, let me tell some. I told everyone on Patreon, of course, and let me just quickly tell everyone here on X as well. Brendan Banfield trial. What do you think the verdict is going to be? Okay, they're just testing out the camera angles there. Hold on. Yeah, that's what they're doing right now. Oh my word. And I wonder what the verdict will be on all 3 counts, because okay, just go over what they are again, right? It's JLD Films. It says, thank you, Grizzly, for all your great coverage. We appreciate you. You were telling me just open a Red Bull now. That's normally how it works. As soon as I'm like, oh man, we might be up all night. Let me open a Red Bull. And then I drink the Red Bull. Then the verdict comes in. I was getting close. It's JLD Films. Thankfully, I didn't have to actually have a Red Bull at this hour. 10:30 at night for me. Karen Intrigue, thank you for upgrading your membership as well. Joanne Spring said, we want justice for Christine and Joseph. So the charges are, count 1 is aggravated murder. And aggravated murder covers both victims' murders. So instead of saying first-degree murder for Christine Banfield and first-degree murder for Joseph Ryan, they made it under count 1 aggravated murder, which the judge said aggravated means 2. So that would be for both victims. Maybe that's also why it took a little bit longer, just to really think about all that. Okay, so count 1 aggravated murder. Count 2 is the use of a firearm in the commission of a felony. And I mean, he used his work firearm, right? So that's count 2. Guilty or not guilty. And then count 3 is the endangerment of a child, or of a minor, which would be his daughter. A lot of you in the chat were saying they could have been a little bit hung up on that, like busy with that. I feel like they were probably taking quite a while because they took 8.5 hours. They were probably taking quite a while, I would think, based on the digital forensics, just making sure about all of that because they have to be sure. At the end of the day, whatever the decision is, it affects lives. Like if Brendan Banfield is found guilty, well, then it affects the rest of his life because he'll face some, life without parole if convicted. Virtual Juror, thank you for being a member for 26 months. You said happy to be here. Thanks so much. This is a good one. Diane now said McGuilty. Yeah, for the McDonald's guy. Sorry, McDonald's. McGuilty for him. So, okay, let's see what you guys say. It's going to be a bit difficult to make a poll based on all of those options. Let's first talk about what do you think Do you think they would find him guilty or not guilty on the count of aggravated murder? Let's see what you guys say. Tammy Breiniger, welcome as well. Kay Watermelon said, if it's anything other than guilty, I'll lose my mind. I mean, are we going to cry or is he going to cry? That's the question. Can you imagine if they come back not guilty? We'll be like, what? I can't even imagine it, right? Also, Fleurs Dumal said, quick, everyone like the video before we get the verdict. Yes, please. Please like the video because maybe some people don't even know we're live right now. I've done my level best to tell everybody on social media, on Patreon, if you're part of the free tier or any tier. Every tier on Patreon got a notification on email, on the app and everything. So, and of course here on YouTube. So I see there's quite a few of you here already. So yes, let us just wait, just so that you know. Maybe I should put a pinned comment for you guys. Otherwise you're like, what is going to happen? Allison says, my first live verdict. Okay, wait, let's say verdict. Verdict will be read at 5 p.m. Eastern time. That's what they said. And we know how this judge rolls, right? This judge is like punctual. I mean, yeah. Okay, I've just quickly pinned a comment there for you so that you guys can see it. And now, in the meantime, I've missed some people's milestones. Happy Grizzlyversary if you are celebrating that today. Thank you so much for your support. I'll do my best to catch up in a moment here. Okay, let me just scroll up to see what I missed. Deb says 28 months. Happy Grizzlyversary. He said guilty on all charges. Al Wop baby boy. Do you guys think he's going to be able to cry? Like if he's found guilty, do you think he'll actually be able to push out a tear? Because we haven't seen any real tears at all, right? Eileen Polycross, thank you for upgrading your membership. Brown Eyed Gal said, gotta be guilty. Justice for Christine and Joseph. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine how their families felt? You know? My goodness. Also, just so that you know, wait, what's the time? It'll be a long time to be staring at the screen, but just so that you know that we have it here, okay? And we're waiting. Now I'm going to look funny again with the seal behind me. I'll put myself over here as we wait, okay? I'm very grateful for all the courtroom insiders and on Court TV because, you know, they've been keeping us posted on social media and in their chat and everything. So thank you to Court TV for having cameras in the courtroom and keeping us updated, you know? Okay, so did I mean that? Said thought it was 4 count. No, they actually narrowed it down, right? Am I correct? They had, during the charging conference, they had narrowed that down, right? To 3. Caroline Fenton, thank you so much. I just want to quickly check because I've got, you know, I've got little scribbles here. I'm sure they said 3. Am I right, guys? I think they said what, aggravated murder. Well, it's combined because it's aggravated murder. Initially, it was 4 counts of aggravated murder, 1 count of felony use of a firearm, and 1 count of child endangerment. He initially had 6. And then the judge said, well, that's like doubling the murder charge if you do aggravated murder, which each represents 2. You can't have that twice or 4 times. So they're like, okay, so yeah. Stephanie DeLuca, welcome. Melissa said tears will only be for himself. He'll never have McDonald's again. Hey, Grandma Pumpkin said, thank you, G and Mod's best channel, hands down. Gisela, slap the table. Must have slapped the table. They make noise. Yeah, 3 counts. Okay. I was just double checking myself there. All right, so Mary Diane said, currently watching the Chandler Halderson trial as well after you mentioned it. Okay, great. So this is our 25th trial that we've watched together. And I actually went back today and yesterday just to watch, you know, how was our first trial that we watched together? Oh my word, that was Letitia Stauch. And it just feels like so long ago, but also at the same time, like yesterday. You know, so yeah, Letitia Stauch was the first trial ever covered. And since then, this is our 25th trial together. Can you imagine? Sue Simon said, my first live from New Zealand. How baby boy has, yeah, you hope that baby boy has a great diaper. He's got a new diaper on. Alyssa said, yeah, it's 3 because they combined the murder charges. That's what I thought. I was just checking, you know, I just want to check. I really appreciate the community's support as well. You know, just to double check things, just make sure I heard right. Crystal, welcome. I'm not only looking at stickers, guys. I just don't want to miss it when it goes, right? When it flies by, then I'm like, oh my word, let's not miss it. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, Mindful PC1111. And Lonely Ravioli says healing and justice vibes for Christine's family and of course for Joseph Ryan as well, Ryan. Shame. Did you guys see the interview with Joseph Ryan's mom? She was on a local news channel. I'm not going to be able to play it because, copyright. Sometimes, on a recent members only stream, we actually looked at a former family that Juliana had babysat for after the crime. And they said, no, she was lovely and very professional and all of that. I'm like, whoa, can you imagine? Anyway, so the lady was talking about that. And even on a members only stream, that was copyright claimed. So I just got to be careful with that. So I can't play it. But if you haven't seen Joseph Ryan's mother's interview, she was interviewed. We went over her statements on Facebook and all of that recently as well. Kitty Cats said he will just make a stank blank. Oh boy. I wonder how he's going to be all dressed today. And when will he be sentenced? Can the judge make it quick? Can you sentence him on the same day? That'll be amazing. Same day, February 13th. How about that, right? Lainey says, so happy to be here with the Grizzlies for the verdict. Thank you, G and Mods, for the best channel on YouTube. Yes, thank you, Mods. Thank you for keeping me posted as well. The Mods were watching the court feeds like a hawk as well. Thanks, Stefan, for all those latest updates when it was like, oh my word, I was just like watching all the screens and whew, we were just like 5 more minutes, another 5 minutes. What does that mean? I'm so glad that they didn't say, I was getting a little worried. I'm like, okay. They're probably going to say they're going to go home and come back tomorrow. I'm like, don't do that. We want it now. Stephanie DeLuca said, gee, you are the absolute best. I've been watching your outstanding work for a while. Just became a member and my first time catching a live with you. Oh, my word. Thank you so much. And thanks, Gwen Bailey. Debbie says he should never be around his daughter ever. Right? It really sucks that he gets to talk to her every day. That's what he said on the stand. I'm hoping at some point the jurors will want to be interviewed wherever they want to be interviewed. If they want to come over here, they can email grizzlytruecrime@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to them because I would love to know what was the factor, like what were some of the main factors that led to their verdict, whatever it may be. I'm not assuming. I have no idea what it's going to be. For me, if I was voting, I would vote guilty on all counts. And I would also be thinking about how he lied about going to this big meeting, preparing for this big meeting on the day of the crime. Like, why would he lie about something like that? It could have been so easily debunked, right? I'm a little surprised that that guy wasn't on the state's witness list, but I mean, we hardly saw witnesses from the state, unfortunately. Just enough, hopefully. Oh my goodness. But there was a guy that's in the manager of Brendan Banfield that called the state before they had their rebuttal case and said, you know what? He lied on the stand. I want to, yuck. Is it too late to testify? And they said, no, you could be our rebuttal witness. They spoke to the judge and then he was the rebuttal witness and he said, there was no meeting that day. Not at all. Like he's lying about that. Why would he lie about that? He said he got up early, he left the house early and then he went to McDonald's and he had to get breakfast quick, but then hung around in the parking lot. And I mean, think about it. When he went into the bathroom for 7 minutes, he came out at the precise time when, Juliana's calling him. It's like he was waiting in the bathroom for Juliana to call him. Like, what the hell? Even that, the timing had to be so perfect for the stupid plan. And then you have to have your fake meeting. Imagine if, because the FetLife messages asked Joseph Ryan to be there at 7:20 a.m. on February 24th of 2023. Okay? But like if Christine had organized that, which I do not believe at all, 0% for me that she did, why would she do that at 7:20? Knowing, okay, well, Juliana is going to the zoo with a little girl. Brendan is leaving early-ish for work, but what if they leave at 7:45 or 7:30? Or if something happens, they're running late. I don't know. You gotta be like 7:20. Like, what the hell? Laura Robinson, thank you so much. Court Loco said he was so detailed in that lie, too. I know, right? My goodness. What a dumb lie, really. That guy, yeah. He came up with some crafty things, but I think that lie was like, you literally got up there and you said that with your whole chest. Wow. Well, that was an easy one to debunk and really leave an impression on the jury. Okay, let's quickly see. It's Media said the reason the Commonwealth didn't call him originally was because they didn't know what he was going to say. Oh, yeah. That's a good point as well. He never gave a statement before that. That's true. They didn't know that he's going to say crap like that. Oh my word. Did he come up with that on the fly? Or you never know. I think you could lie on the fly. Okay, wait. I'm hearing something. I'm hearing coffee somewhere. Thank you so much, Joey Dozpat, for the 3 snarky coffees. Jennifer Subear said, so proud to be here. Thank you for the companionship because I love watching you throughout the day so very much. Thank you so much. Did you guys see the video with the Brendan Banfield jail letters? If you didn't see it, it is there in my video section. Oh my word, he is so cringy and corny. Like, my goodness. Okay, how much time? 14 minutes, everyone. 14 minutes, and then maybe before then already we'll see. Maybe in 10 minutes or so we'll see them like pan around in the courtroom here and show us baby boy sitting down, looking hopefully nervous, right? Laura says all the facts of this case are like a bad movie. You know, also, what was I going to say? They say, okay, and Vinny was actually Vinny Politan from Court TV was confirming that on his own show the other day, that attorneys oftentimes use a ballpark guesstimate for how long a jury might deliberate before you can even say that it's taking long now. So for every day of testimony, 1 hour. So if this was 9 days of testimony, 9 hours. And they got close, eh? It was like 8.5 hours by the end of it. Right? Let's see. What was it by the end of it? Yeah, 8 hours. It got so close. 8 hours 51-ish. Somewhere around there. Wow. Rachel Boys, thank you so much. Okay. Let me quickly see. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just seeing if I'm missing something. I'm just checking. Wait, what's happening? We don't want to miss a damn thing. We're not going to miss a thing. Just checking. We're all caught up over here. Everything's fine. Southern Mel said, just looking at Christine's pictures, you could see the love she had for a little girl and was a driven, hard-working woman. She had no idea she was married to a monster. I can't imagine her last minute's justice today. I really hope so. Thank you so much. I cannot imagine. I mean, the betrayal is absolutely unthinkable. What a scary day. What scary last moments for the victims in this case. Sure, my goodness. And what a plan. So, yeah. Kimber, did I just say it right? Kimberleia, thank you for being here. You said, I've got to go film a video, but also don't want to miss it. I know how you feel. Like, I've been glued to these screens since 4 o'clock my time today, since the jury came back right at 10 a.m. You guys, I couldn't go anywhere. I'm like, oh my word, it has to, like, we're looking the whole time at all the court feeds and just making sure, is there a verdict? Do we have a verdict yet? And I know you guys have been here waiting all day with me as well, because we've been chatting for most of the day in the pre-live stream chat. Sherry says Brendan is going to change his name to Brenda. Well, someone in prison, if he goes there, hopefully we'll change that for him, right? Oh my word, can you imagine him with a buzz cut? Texas 2 Pugs is ready with the popcorn. I'm so ready. Deborah Ann says, did the jury see the letters? I would assume so, because it's part of their evidence and it's part of the exhibits, which was then made public, which is part of what they showed to the jury every day. So the reason we could see it afterwards, from the court, is because they were showing us exhibits that were shown to the jury every day, basically, right? So, yes, minus some very graphic ones. Some were included, some not. Thank goodness, because that should not get in the wrong hands. But yes, okay. Neil Campbell said 10 hours deliberation for a 3-week trial seems about right to be found guilty, right? And this was 8 hours 51 or so. Wow. Okay, so I didn't get to count 2 yet. I saw a lot of guilties for aggravated murder. Count 2 is the use of a firearm in the commission of a felony. Guilty or not guilty? What do you think? Do you think it's going to be guilty on all 3 counts is the faster way to ask this? Do you think it's all 3, just one of them? Again, if you're new here or if you didn't follow the case, don't worry. There's trial prep for you. There's body cam, 2 videos where I recapped everything that's been going on in the trial. So there's lots of ways to like really easily and efficiently catch up. But basically on February 24th of 2023, Christine Banfield, you can see the pictures of the victims here. The wife of Brendan Banfield, she was stabbed multiple times. The state said in the closing arguments 7 times. Previously, they said somewhere between 5 and 20 times. They said 7 times in their closing arguments, right? Thank you so much, Nikki, for supporting the mods. Cruising through life said, my wife Amber and our dog Phil loved your courage. Thank you, coverage. Thank you so much. So Christine was stabbed in the neck multiple times, 7 times is what they said. And Joseph Ryan was shot once by Brendan Banfield and once by Juliana. So Juliana was the au pair. So it was Brendan Banfield living in a home with his wife Christine and their young daughter, who was only 4 years old at the time. And then they got this au pair. And the au pair arrived in around October of 2021. By summer of 2022, the au pair and the husband were having a full-blown affair. And so by February of 2023, they had, according to Juliana's testimony, Brendan was set on getting rid of his wife. He said divorce is too expensive. He doesn't want to lose custody of his child. And so he's going to come up with another way. And he considered a hitman, but decided, nah, it's too risky. So they came up with this plan, according to Juliana's testimony on day 1, that they're going to lure a man to the home. They're going to ask him to bring the murder weapon, which was a knife, which was supposed to be a consensual sexual experience, because they found the guy on FetLife. The guy's name is Joseph Ryan. Okay, he was 39 years old. They lured him to the home, pretending to be Christine, sending all these messages. Juliana even had a voice call with him. So not on video, but voice call. He was surprised by her accent. But for like 40 minutes to really entice him, like, this is definitely what I want. And told him to be there at 7:20 a.m. on February 24th of 2023. So the state alleges, and let's see what the jury decides, that Brendan and Juliana wanted to be together, that they were in love. If you read the letters, in love. Would you call that love? I don't know. Don't even know what to call that besides very, very cringy and disgusting. Okay, but they were in love. They wanted to live their best life, which they got to do after the crime for 8 months. The au pair moved into the master bedroom, even though 2 people were murdered in that bedroom. She replaced all of the wife, Christine's pictures, with her own pictures in the picture frames. It was so disgusting. The cops, when they saw that months later, were like, this is weird. Like, why is the au pair now living in the room? Why is she, you're a couple now? Like, what's going on here? So, okay, they should be back in 7 minutes to read the verdict. So that's the gist of the case. Just a very quick overview. It happened in Fairfax, Virginia. That's where this trial, well, it's actually Herndon, Fairfax County, Virginia. And yeah, so this trial, here we are, finally. There's been a lot of delays. Juliana, okay, crime happened February 24th, 2023. Juliana was arrested in October of 2023. Brendan Banfield was arrested only in September of 2024 and 1 month after his arrest. In fact, it was 6 weeks or so. Juliana took a plea deal. She'd rejected one before because, they were still corresponding via jail letters and still saying how in love they were. And then when he got arrested, she was like, oh no, like, wait, what? I'll take that plea deal. So she pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter for her fatal shot to Joseph Ryan and had to testify against him. Now, she'll be sentenced on February 13th of 2026. That's just around the corner. Today's February 2nd. Thank you, Jay Friedman, for the coffees. And she will get a maximum of 10 years. This same judge will sentence her on that day. We'll watch it together. Hopefully they stream it. All right, we'll watch it together if they stream it. Subject to the cameras in the courtroom, which I think they will be. She will be sentenced on that day to a maximum of 10 years and will get credit for time served. So it's up to the judge. Please, judge, 10 years or more. LWOP, surprise her with a bit of LWOP. How about that? That would be amazing if that was possible. Michelle, thank you so much for your sticker. So Linda Gator said, I read the entries in the guest book on Christine's obituary page today. They made me cry. She was loved and admired. I also saw that. So if you just type in Christine Banfield obituary, you guys will find it. Uncle Google will show you, or Safari or whoever, very quickly. I hope I answered this question, Lucy Kate. February 13th of 2026. Tamara, thank you so much for the snarky coffee. Ivy says guilty on all counts. Ooh, we wait 5 more minutes, and then it's going to be read. It feels like forever, right? It feels like forever. Like, can you when I first heard about this case, because we'd covered it from the beginning, right? Tell me if you were there, because I was like, wait, what? So you have to do like a double take, because it's such a crazy case. You're like, okay, we watched the first press conference, and we were like, I wonder what that means. Why would the sheriff talk like that? Okay, interesting. And then Sorry, let me just answer this. Raven Wolf Moon. Who has custody of their daughter now? I don't like that question because I just want to just be vague, protect her privacy. I have no idea. People say his mother has, people say her mother has. I don't know. I just hope that she's okay. Lost my train of thought. What was it? I lost my train of thought. I'm feeling protective now of the minor. Sorry about that. I'll remember now. Kimber Leia said, yo, this is one of my best friend's childhood homes. What? This is one of your best friend's childhood homes that happened in? And apparently Brendan Banfield still owns the home. Oh my word. What I was going to say is at the time when we learned about just a little bit about the case, we were like, what is going on here? Then 8 months later, we were like, whoa, the au pair was arrested. But for what? And we were shocked. We were like, there's going to be the husband arrested, right? It was the au pair first. Thank you so much, Weber JK, for your coffee. It was the au pair arrested first. Why? Everyone asked why. I could see it all over the place, all over the internet. People like, why? Because they could prove with ballistics that Juliana shot Joseph Ryan for the fatal shot. So that was easier to arrest her first, right? Jumpsuit Pablo. Really? Jumpsuit Pablo? Bought me a snarky coffee? Is that so? If that's the real Jumpsuit Pablo, damn, thank you so much. Okay, and Melissa said, has BB been in jail? Yes, he's been in jail this whole time. He was arrested in September of 2024, and he had no bond. So, yeah, okay. Let me just see if I'm missing anything. I think the chat is, we are all just like waiting for this verdict. I don't know if we've ever been quite this, I don't know if excited is the right word, is it? Excited for a verdict. Please, please, please. Just he's going down, right? Guilty on all counts, please. Jury, what you say? What say you, jurors? 4-person? There you are. Oh my word, Jumpsuit Pablo is here. Thank you so much. Christine Bissett, thank you so much for the coffees. Jumpsuit Pablo, you guys, Jumpsuit Pablo bought me a coffee. Damn, and here you are. Thank you for being here. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, you gotta. I absolutely loved your snark on the Gypsy Rose stuff. But I like it for everything. All the snark for every case. Stefan Stearns, all of it. But like, watch your videos a lot. Okay. Blueberry said, yes, because Grizzly, we are always like this. Are we? I don't know. Today I feel particularly anxious, excited, just like, what's it going to be? Like, I can't imagine. It's felt like forever. I think it's because there was a weekend in between, right? We all thought it's going to be like quite a quick verdict, right? Matthew Paul was in under an hour. Brian Walsh was like 5.5 hours or so. So this one was a little bit of a surprise. I'm like, damn, they're taking long. And on Friday, there was that one juror that had to leave by, 4:30. And we were like, okay, but like, you're going to have the verdict by then, right? I think when they told us all, they're going home, we were like, wait, what? No, you can't, no, get back in here. And then today it's like, okay, before lunch, right? No, they deliberated for almost 9 hours. Paige, thank you so much. Soraya Carrington said, I'm Brazilian and I'm upset that the au pair won't get what she deserves. And a lot of people ask me where she's from, right? She's from Sao Paulo. I've actually been to Sao Paulo quite a bit. I used to fly there. So yeah, it's a nice area. She's from Sao Paulo. That's all I know. Midnight Blue, thank you so much. Are you guys excited for the verdict? Oh my word, come on. Now it's 1 minute to go. Judge, are you going to leave it like on the minute? Wait, we have to make sure we're like all caught up, right? Heidi, thank you so much. Seven Marmy says, who guessed Monday? About 30% of the audience, right? Yeah, Rob says guilty on all counts, please. I really, really hope so. Oh my word, Jumpsuit Pablo, you're a member too? What? It's a good day. Okay. Long Island Hillbilly, did I say it right? Long Island Hillbilly 47080 says best snark on YouTube. Thank you so much. I shall take that crown. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I was having quite the time reading Brendan Banfield's letters. I could not believe my beady eyes when I saw those letters for the first time. I'm like, oh my word, I cannot wait to read this to the Grizzlies. Like, Brendan Banfield is so cringy. And oh my goodness, I did not show you this. He used to have a YouTube channel, you guys. Did you know that? Wait. I just want to see quickly. I'll show you later. But yeah. Because we don't want to miss a thing now. We're not going anywhere right now. But he used to have a YouTube channel. And he did like gaming. Like he posted 8 years ago. So he was 32 years old. GPS said, I'm still holding out on the judge not taking the plea deal. I think the judge kind of has to work within those boundaries. I think so. I think she could just decide if it's going to be max or not. Listen, guys, when they say the verdict will be read at 5 p.m. Eastern, I'm just letting everybody know it's 5:01 Eastern. Okay, here we go.
Please be seated and come to order. You swear firm to accurately take and transcribe the proceedings in the
He looks quite...
under penalty of law. Thank you.
He hasn't slept
right.
a wink.
I understand. You can be seated. Thank you.
And
I
we've got-
understand we have a verdict. Are we ready for the jury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ladies and
Okay, here we
gentlemen,
go.
just a reminder that I cannot tolerate any outbursts in the courtroom at the time of the verdict reading, please. Thank you.
He looks like he hasn't slept all weekend, which is fantastic. Thank you, jurors, that you kept him awake and worried. But this attorney, somebody said they were in the hallway on Friday, and the attorney said in the break of his closing arguments, I think it's going well. Yeah. Kimberly says, why is he smiling? He's always kind of like that. Yeah, doesn't know how to read the room. Yes, he was on Twitch. He was on YouTube. I'll show you guys afterwards, okay? Don't let me forget now. That's true. Court Loco said he mentions gaming while talking about Discord too. That's true. He does. He did. Ooh, looking nervous, are we? Okay, sorry, I'll make myself smaller. Sorry about it. Yeah, panicking now, huh?
All right. And juror number 9, you were the foreperson in this case, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And are these the verdicts of the jury?
Yes, it is.
And are they unanimous?
Yes, it is.
In criminal case number FE 2024-666, count 1, we, the jury on the issue join in the case of the Commonwealth of Virginia versus Brendan Robert Banfield, defendant, find the defendant guilty of aggravated murder of Joseph Ryan and Christine Banfield as part of the same act or transaction. Case number FE 2024-666, count 4. We, the jury on the issue joined in the case of the Commonwealth of Virginia versus Brendan Robert Banfield, defendant, find the defendant guilty of aggravated murder of Joseph Ryan within the same 3-year period during which he did also kill and murder Christine Banfield. In case number FE 2024-666, count 5, we, the jury on the issue joined in the case of the Commonwealth of Virginia versus Brendan Robert Banfield, defendant, find the defendant guilty of using a firearm in the commission of a felony. In case number FE 2024-873, count 1, we, the jury on the issue joined in the case of the Commonwealth of Virginia versus Brendan Robert Banfield, defendant, find the defendant guilty of child endangerment.
All right. Would either side like the jury polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Members of the jury, if this is your verdict, please answer yes. If this is not your verdict, please answer no. Juror number 2. Juror number 5.
Yes.
Juror number 9.
Yes.
Juror number 10.
Yes.
Juror number 12.
Yes.
Juror number 19.
Yes.
Juror number 22.
Yes.
Juror number 25.
Yes.
Juror number 28.
Yes.
Juror number 32.
Yes.
Juror number 34.
Yes.
Juror number 37.
Yes.
Thank you.
The court does find that the jury verdict is unanimous at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, this completes your service in this case, and I know I speak for everybody that we thank you in this difficult case for all the time and attention you've taken to it. I do need you to go back to the jury room for one more time, and I'll be back there in a few minutes just to talk to you before you leave, okay? All right, so you're excused to the jury room. Thank you.
Oh my word, guilty on all counts. He looked, those were some real puppy dog eyes this time. No faking. Blue says, oh, baby boy is sad now. This is his dad and stepmom. Oh my. They're surprised?
All right.
Okay.
Mr. Banfield, in accordance with the jury verdict, I do find you guilty of aggravated murder on count 1 of 2024-666, and also count 4 of 2024-666, and count 5, commission of a felony with a firearm of 2024-666. Also, on count 1 of 873 of child endangerment, I do find you guilty as found by the jury. Do you wish to have a pre-sentence investigation report, Mr. Carroll?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll order a pre-sentence investigation report for this case. What date did you want to set this for?
I don't know what dates you would have available.
I could set it for, do you plan to have victim impact statements, I
Yes, ma'am,
assume,
yes.
and testimony? I mean, I could put it on, well, any day before July 1st.
Understood.
I'm retired then, so let's pick, is April far enough for you, Mr. Carroll?
Your Honor, may I just look at my schedule?
Sure.
Would there be a particular day?
April 17th is my sentencing day.
Okay.
Judge, that is the one day in April we would not.
Can't do, okay. Well, we can make it a different date in April. I mean, I do have March 20th, but that might be too quick.
Oh, the judge is retiring. I know they have to at some point, but we love this judge.
And April 17th doesn't work for you? Counsel?
No,
No,
but if
unfortunately.
you
We
don't
do-
want to go to, I mean, we could go to May 8th. I have May 8th available. Or I could make it any Friday that you want to go to in April, if that's too far for you, Mr. Carroll.
May 8th is available, Judge. It's only 2 weeks away from April 17th.
Okay, May
so-
8th?
That's fine.
All right, we'll set it for sentencing then on May 8th, and we have the pre-sentence investigation report by that time. And if you need it for a special time, just let me know if we need to move it from the
Yes,
10
ma'am.
o'clock time.
As soon as we've
Okay?
had a chance to speak with the
All right.
witnesses and the victims' families.
All right, anything further for this matter at this time?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh my goodness, and just like that, he looks really sad. I mean, I wouldn't expect him to look happy, but he's been so fake in his demeanor that this is the first authentic emotion we see, is what I'm saying. Don't you think he looks really disappointed, really defeated and sad? Bye, Officer Queen. Wow. Yeah, not smiling anymore. I think he might just cry, hey. He might actually cry. Okay, so everybody, mark your calendars. May 8th. I mean, that could always change, you know, things change, but put it in pencil. May 8th will be the sentencing. Now, remember, Juliana is going to be sentenced on February 13th. That was changed from February 20th to earlier, February 13th. She'll be sentenced then. I wonder if there'll be victim impact statements then as well. I would assume so. So February 13th is next, and then after that we'll have to wait until May 8th. And then after that the judge will retire. Oh no. Now they do say coming up is a press conference, so maybe we shall, let me just quickly see. Hold on one second. I'm typing, sorry. Thank you so much all for watching this trial with me. If this is your first time, you know, popping in and you didn't watch the trial, then don't worry, it's easy to catch up. Here's what I would recommend, okay? Watch day 1, Juliana's testimony, and then watch day 9, day 8 and 9, where Brendan Banfield took the stand. That's what I would recommend. Opening statements, closing arguments, Juliana's testimony, Brendan Banfield's testimony. The state kept it very short with their case. They already rested on day 4, right? So you can catch up easily on all the days though, because everything's timestamped for you. So just look in the pinned comments, look in the description box. You can just jump to any witness that you want to see. I mean, yeah. I know every part of the case is important, but if you don't want to be bored, a lot of the defense case was very, very dragged out, like very, oh my goodness. License to Deal said Brenda is headed back to jail. Oh yes, no more cookies for him. So I just want to quickly have a look here. While we wait for the press conference, let me show you his YouTube channel. How about that? If it's going to happen. You know, they always say it's going to, but I'm never too sure if it is. So sometimes we just call it a day. It's probably better to actually just not wait around, because sometimes it's terrible sound and we wait for nothing. Let me quickly show you this. Hold on. Okay, wait. This. Okay. Because normally they actually only talk most after sentencing. So, okay. Have a look at this, guys. Are you ready? Trigger warning. Look at him, everyone. Here he is. Thank you to the Grizzly who found this and sent me this. Oh my goodness. No wonder he talked on Discord about gaming as well. He definitely was a gamer. Okay, so this was his channel. APOCD21. I think that was his channel name. Now look here, look here.
Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Coming into the stream already. Thank you guys so much. How's everyone doing today?
How are you doing today? This was 8 years ago, you guys. 8 years ago. Okay?
Welcome
So
to the stream, Top Super Chaos.
he was
Welcome to the
sorry.
stream, Marcus Griff, Pookie
He
Chips.
was 32 years old at that time. Let's go forward a bit and see what he's doing.
Keep the pressure up, because he's a whole tower back. Let's go with another giant night witch, see what we can get in, and see if we can...
Oh my word. Hey, Jumpsuit Pablo, if you're still watching, here's something to snark at, right? Oh my goodness, this guy. Wow. Okay, so what I'm going to do is what we've done in the past as well. I'm going to just check out the press conference, see if it's, what's happening. I will pin it in the comments for you. I'm going to timestamp this for you as well, for people that are especially watching the replay. They want to know when's the verdict, right? So we're going to do that. I appreciate so much that you watch this with me. Please make sure that you are subscribed with the notifications on so that you don't miss when Juliana gets sentenced. We definitely want to watch that together. We've got plenty to talk about, of course, until then. I'm live almost every day, if you're new here, and I make videos for you almost every day, meaning live or video or whatever. There's always something happening at Grizzly True Crime, right? So, February 13th, though, in this case, Juliana will be sentenced. We're going to watch it together. There's cameras in the courtroom. And then May 8th, Brendan Banfield will be sentenced. It looks to me like his dad's definitely going to say something on his behalf, right? And be like, this is nonsense. We shall see. We've seen it before. Bonnie Teat said this is for a guilty verdict. Yes, thank you so much. So, mods, my goodness, thank you so much for everything. Everyone, I will see you very, very soon. I'm now going to run through the house and tell all the cats and Mr. Grizzly, guess what, all about the verdict. Thank you, everyone, for your support, and see you again very soon. Stay safe.